Hello everyone, welcome back to the Cyber Guy. So today what we are going to do, we are going to go over our website because we have a bunch of cool tools available. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at them. All right, so let's just go ahead and go to that cyberguy.com. So two things I want you to be focusing on is the tools section. So in the tools section, so we have a bunch of tools available for you, like the password strength analyzers. For example, let's say that you wanna analyze, or save your password is. So it shows you, what's happening, how fast it's gonna take, a classical computer to just crack that password, and then how long it's gonna take a quantum computer to crack it as well. So we made a video about quantum computing, or post quantum computing, so you can just take a look at it. So the other tools that we have here is the password generator. For example, creating a password is very painful. That's why many things now, like your phone, many other devices, they are like passwordless. They use like your cell phone as a kind of token, to just authenticate you instead of you have to remember a password. But if you're still using a system that required password and you're tired of you cannot come up with the complex password, you can actually come here and then you can just check how you want the password. If you want the password to be lowercase only, or 20 characters or 40 characters, I wouldn't recommend it. So this is not that safe, but you can actually customize it right here. If you want all special characters and digit, then just make it like 15 characters, something like that. And this can you can generate it and then copy it and use it if needed. The other tools that we have as well is the hash generator. For example, if you're creating MD5 or the hash, you can actually come here, or you can just upload your own thing as well to go from there. So this is more for advanced users. Many times you may want to use a hash value, or a SHA, etc. All right, so and the other tool that we have is encoder and decoder. For example, if you have base64, you can just have an output right here. So base64 is very important, a way to just transfer data in form of text. But once you decode it, you can get your data back, and then you can do it for URL, hexadecimal, binary, HTML, etc. The other tools that we have here, let's see, security editor. If you have a website, you're gonna scan them, you see how secure they are. Let's see how secure that site is. We get an A. It's just secure for for X content, option, permission policy, content security policy, etc. So you can just, if you're building a website, you can actually come here to check, to see the edit. Network utility tools, you can just, calculate, checking, like IP addresses of addresses of computers, subnet calculator. This can be very useful if you're like creating networks and you want to see how many network address, broadcast address, class, etc. that you want. This can be very handy. And the last tool is a phish analyzer. For example, if you're receiving a phishing email, let's just do something here. I can just go to let's see, Gemini. Okay, let's just say, okay, generate me an hypothetical phishing email. So So hopefully they're gonna let me generate it, because sometimes due to policy, yeah, see, they cannot just let me see here. Can I generate it as okay? Yeah, just yeah, because sometimes for policies, the AI system, they don't wanna just they don't want you to just do that. But anyway, if you receive any email, uh, you can just go ahead and just paste it right here and analyze it. Let's see. Hey, that's cyber guy. So if the AI doesn't want to generate it, I can just generate one. Do you want a free socket ticket world? Click here, something like that, and then under here you have maliciouswebsite.com. You can actually analyze it. See, you can copy it and paste it. Yeah, you just tell the red flag in the email, and then can go from there. So sorry if I go very fast on the tools, so you can just explore them on your own. So the arcade scam, they are very cool. For example, I would want you to just try them by yourself. Let's see, my favorite one is let's see, you're gonna try to spot a scam. You can actually go like sideways. So you have about 1 minute to just complete this out. So let's say that you receive this one here. Confirm your identity, and then this is the URL that you receive it. When you read the URL, look at PayPal secure that update, but that TK. So I think this is, I'm going to drag it left because I think, yeah, there we go. Okay, your order number has been shipped. Track the package here. I think this is legit because when you look at the URL here, it's Amazon.com and whatever. I can just drag it right. Security alert, etc. So let me see here. We can actually go back to another cam. They have password pause. So this one is like you have 3 seconds to add stuff in your password. Like you see when it turns blue, you just click on it. So you have to be very fast to create a just very strong password, and then yeah, so etc. For example, if you're creating a password and you wanna make it fun, you can actually come here, try to generate your password while you're just playing, something like that. So and then we can just the last one is kind of more advanced. It's more about API keys. For example, if you're a developer, or if you're going to have an interview where you have to read code to see what's going on, so this can be a good example. So they give you about you have about 7 seconds to just click what's going on here. Like I think this one is right here, username, token, etc. Because you wouldn't want to see like have your keys. Let me put this in silent. You wouldn't want to have your keys, for example, AWS secret. This is hard coded into the code, etc. So I wanted to just share this with you. If you have any questions, or if you feel like yeah, we need to add more games into the cyber guide, please let us know. Thank you.